Hey everybody, welcome back to the 10th floor. It's me, Matt.
Hi everybody, it's Kat.
And you're with us. We're back. You get on out of that waiting room, climb on into the elevator with us. We're going all the way up to the 10th floor to talk about this week's General Hospital.
General Hospital.
Do do do. Do 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 do.
Remember that old music?
Do do do.
And the ambulance goes by in front of the hospital, right?
Like Luke jumps off of it, he jumps off the top of
Yeah,
it.
and the boat and all that. Oh yeah. Good stuff.
The boat, and then of course our favorite actors' poses. Depending on what kind of character you are,
Yep.
All
All
I
depending.
remember Mac and Felicia. Mac was all like,
Yeah. Yeah. I saw Mac this week for a minute.
yeah, Mac. Oh, we can start up with great news for John J. York.
What is his great news?
I believe he found the match.
Really?
Yes.
That's so fabulous.
Yes. Or at least good news. Things are moving forward. Things are moving in a positive direction. With that, at the very least, don't this is Denver. Don't come to me for news. But already, I really need to do something to reinforce those. So I believe that's the case. Kelly's cheering, so I imagine we can take that as backup because she's pretty plugged into the news. So, cool for that. And if not a match,
awesome.
then awesome that we're moving in the right direction and he's feeling good about the process at the very least.
Yes.
So yay.
Yay.
So that's good. And so well wishes and good health to him. So great. But when it comes to Mac on the show, good as always. He's always on that kind of it's like he knows to instinctually be on Cody's side.
Yes. he actually has a real Cody has a lot of pull on him for I don't think Mac even understands really. He kind of tried to explain it away with that's because of his mom.
Mm-hmm.
He loved his mom. He loved Cody's mom.
Yeah.
But there is a natural attraction between the two of them because of their father and son.
Yeah. Just instinctual. It's in their DNA.
It really is.
They can't resist it. They can't resist it. But we're not here alone on the elevator going up to the 10th floor celebrating the maybe potential news. I don't know. Don't take me for gospel. Visit soapoperanews.net for all of your confirmed details about what's going on. But Kelly's here. Chandra's here. Carolyn is here. Jeannie is here. Oh, gosh, who else has participated in the chat? Susan. Hello, Susan. Jacarius is here. Of course, Jacarius is here. And that is it. Hey, Krista. Krista reminds us today that it is Kelly Monaco's 20th anniversary. She says today, we're just going to say this week.
Is Kelly's 20th anniversary on General Hospital?
I believe it's the 20th anniversary as Krista says specifically on GHS Sam.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's not even counting
years.
the couple of years that she was on Port Charles as somebody else.
Yeah.
Someone else. I don't remember who.
She was
involved with Caleb, right? Everybody's involved with Caleb.
Yeah.
That was Michael Easton's big introduction to us here, ABC fans.
Well, for General Hospital.
What was he on? All My Children before? Another ABC?
Yeah, he was McBain.
That's one Life to Live, and I think that was after him being Caleb. Didn't he do McBain after Port Charles ended, or did he do McBain before and after?
I think probably that.
Yeah, I don't know. Hey, George. Livy Locke on Port Charles is what she played. Okay. Well, congratulations to Kelly Monaco for 20 years on General Hospital, plus however long you were on Port Charles. Yeah. So John McBain on One Life to Live. Caleb the vampire. Silas Clay.
Silas Clay, yeah. Kiki's dad.
Willow's dad.
Willow's dad.
Nell's dad.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Um, Days of Our Lives was first from Michael Easton. Okay, nice. John
Must have
McBain
been
and
young.
Sam McCall debuted on the same day, according to
Hmm.
Chikarius. How interesting. How interesting.
Wow.
Well, it's because Port Charles ended, so they must have, did their contracts, got started working right away.
Mm-hmm.
Michael Easton over on One Life to Live, and Kelly Monaco on General Hospital proper.
Mm-hmm.
Well, hey, look at that. 20 years later, look at her, center of big story. Pretty much the story focused center of this week. Past, of course, New York fun.
Yeah.
Which, of course, is our cover art this week.
Yeah.
Is them kids having a great time in New York City.
Them kids having a great time. I was really kind of surprised. I thought something was going to happen. I thought that Esme was going to show up in New York, or
Yeah.
something was going to happen.
That chicken pox was going to prevent them from going. It was just going to be a big
Yes.
tease.
Mm-hmm.
Well, thank you very much, Chandra. I worked relatively not hard on it. She said it was great cover art. I did it. I took a picture of the Port Charles version of the New York skyline, so the General Hospital broadcasted one. And then I took a picture of them smooching.
Oh.
And I put them in front of the skyline, and it's just beautiful, gorgeous.
Oh. Awesome. Awesome. Yes, we finally got Spencer and Miss Trina.
We got them together. We got them
They were-
in Flagrante Delicto. We got them with their romantic dinner, their tour,
Yes.
their Broadway show, their sweet nothings, no interruptions, no babies,
Yes.
no Esme, nothing to prevent them from speaking from their hearts, tell them the truth about how much they truly love each other, reflect on the times that they have had, and take it to bed.
Yeah. Finally, huh?
Eat your
Actually,
heart
my
out.
favorite part of it was the restaurant.
Yeah.
You know,
Their lovey-dovey talk.
their lovey-dovey talk. I like their lovey-dovey talk. I like that, she told him that she loved him, Spencer Cassadine.
I've been waiting on him to say it.
Mhm.
Not anymore.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
goodness.
And I probably wasn't nearly graphic enough for some of the fans out there. They wanted to.
I think, there's what they say, then their fans would have revolted. You're right, Krista. There's an exaggeration there. There's fun, there's jokes, there's I'm saying all this, but I don't really mean it. I don't really expect it to be this, but I can't wait for them to go to Pound Town or whatever it is. I mean, that's probably the dirtiest way that I could put it. Now that you can donate with Super Chat, 15% of it going to attendanceworks.org, keeping kids going to school. So do that, please. But yeah, Jeannie said not X-rated. Nowhere close to X-rated.
No.
Oh, we don't need that either. It doesn't need
No,
to
we
be
don't.
gratuitous. Besides, it was all about the love, not the banging, the bone, and that's what Jax has. They have the just whenever, wherever, put me over the counter way of doing things.
Yes.
That is not the speed of Miss Sprina, Miss Trina, and Mr. Spencer. I mean, it might be the speed of Spencer if she let him, but it's not the speed of Trina.
No, I liked it. I liked it. They finally got to be together. They finally did. So I wonder, what are they going to do about Spencer? What are they going to do about Spencer when Nicholas cannot portray him any longer?
Yeah, so that's going to be a big thing, right? So his writer strike is over. The actors are meeting this week. It's probably not going to be some long, drawn-out thing like it was with the writers. We got to get going again. Studios got to get going again. Hollywood's got to get going again. They really don't have much time to wait anymore. So they're going to resolve it one way or the other. They're either going to digitize every actor, or they're going to sign a contract.
and then they're going to resolve it, and then Nicholas Chavez is going to go and do his project, which is a big deal.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
He
he's gonna
played one of
go.
the Menendez brothers.
Yeah, he's gonna go be on one of them Ryan Murphy shows on Netflix.
Yes.
Now, what Angela was telling us in between broadcasts was the last time that they filmed one of those. It was the first season. It had Evan Peters in it from American Horror Story. He's the
Yes.
blondie dude, you know.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
I
He played.
watched that. I
Oh,
watched that.
yeah,
It was
okay.
quite good.
Yeah, so he played Dahmer, Jeffrey Dahmer, in it. Niecy
Yeah.
Nash was in it as Niecy Nash Betts, I think her name is now. Was in it and just took the world by storm when it came to just not being that typical Niecy character that you're used to
Right.
seeing.
Yes.
So people enjoyed it. I think that a lot of compliments that I got was that it came from the perspective of the victims and not necessarily the killer.
Mm-hmm.
And so that was nice, I guess. I don't know. Regardless, that took a long time to film.
Yeah.
There's a lot to it. When it comes down to it, the speed of prime time is much slower than the speed of daytime.
Yes. And I bet that's going to be I don't know how much
Thank you very
other
much, Chandra.
work he's done. I really don't know how much he's done beyond General Hospital, Nicholas Chavez, what his prior experience is. But if it's just been primarily General Hospital, when he gets filming on that, he's going to be like, what in the F are we waiting for? That's what he's going to be like. I betcha.
Yeah, so as far as I understand, General Hospital is his first real, like, television on set studio acting gig. I don't really know what he did at home, but at home was in Florida, not in California.
Yeah. And
So
he's very
Chat
young
might be able to
too.
help. If you're a big Nicholas Chavez fan, did he model? Did he do community theater? Was he just charming and said, "I'm going to go to Hollywood"? Like, what's his story? Tell me.
Well, he's very young too.
Yeah, he's super young. He's in his very early 20s.
Mm-hmm.
But from my understanding, this is the first like studio thing that he did with lights, camera, action, director on TV, all that kind of stuff. So it's his only experience. So it's going to be a change of pace for
I
sure.
think it's going to be a big change, and I think it's going to be kind of weird for him. I really
Yeah.
do. When they, let's do it again 10 times, he's going to be like, why?
But also at the same time, there has been stories that have eked out from the set that Chavez would prefer to be able to do these things more than just once.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So it might be a little more in his wheelhouse to be able to get 2 or 3 shots at it. Not that he's like, oh, I hate that. Clearly, they only get one shot at it. What we see is his first attempt at this, and it's fine. So he's not like he's suffering with only one take. But from
Right.
what I understand from just people who are tangentially connected, again, don't come to the 10th floor for news. There's been scenes that he wishes that he would be able to do again, just to make it better, or
Uh-huh.
hope
Well, I
that
can
maybe his scene partner
understand
makes
that.
different
I can
choices.
understand that. Like, I wish I'd have just said this way, or if I had another opportunity, I probably would spin it this way. I
Yeah.
can understand that, but at the same time, I would think that if he's working on like the same scene for a long time, and like 15 takes or something, and if it were me, I'd be thinking, well, I can't do it different again. I've done all my different.
It might not necessarily be different because they got to get different shots. They have to reset it. They have to. I don't remember the exact phrasing, but if it's a open set and there's extras and background characters in it, they'll take the one shot that's on the left and do the thing, and then they'll have to do this reversal thing where they move all of the cameras, and then the actors also have to shift in some way so the same people are still logically in the same. It's all sorts of weird cinematography science. But it might not necessarily be, well, give me it again. I need more passion this time. You're not accessing your character. And it just might be the technical aspects of we need a different bunch of angles to get the best editing. So there's that as well, which General Hospital, again, one take, it doesn't do.
Yeah.
Just do it and reset it and do it again, reset it and do it again and do it again and do it again. And we like the choices you're making, but do it again, do it again, do it again.
Uh-huh.
So Oh, who knows? Who knows? It could be exactly what he wants.
So it'll be, I'm curious though, it'll be interesting because, like you said, he's going to have to be gone for a spell. So I wonder if they're going to have Spencer move away. I don't think they'll kill him, um, or have him,
Go
kidnapped forever or something.
missing.
Yeah, I don't know. Or they could temporarily
That's not happening.
recast him.
That's not happening. I think that I've already said, no, 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 don't worry.
Hmm.
No, no,
Well,
no.
and you know what? This might be the first big opportunity in a line of good opportunities for him.
Yeah, if it works out, if he's not a terror behind the scenes, if people like working with it.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. I don't know. Sure,
Hmm.
I mean, he's handsome enough. He can remember not lines well enough. He certainly knows how to shout.
Hmm.
So, he's got all that going for him. But hey, maybe record a bunch of scenes before he leaves Chandra. It's possible, but it really, he could be gone for like 6 months. Um, so that would be a lot of bunch of scenes. So
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know. I mean, they were able to handle it with Drew to a degree, and I don't know if Cameron Mathis is back on set. I would imagine so. He is by now. I mean, he's doing all these scenes, and he's getting beat up in
Yeah.
jail, and now he's in the hospital. Like he has to be back.
He has to be. He's on screen too much.
Yeah, this can't be.
He's on screen a lot.
Yeah, 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 yeah. So he's totally back then. So I really don't know how it's going to shake out when it comes to Spencer. But hey,
Mhm.
they got their moment in New York. They got their I love yous. They got their time together in bed. So I suppose whatever it is that is next for these two, we hit the beats that we needed to before we can have to give it a little bit of a break.
Yep.
So hey, Janet.
A little bit of a break.
Yep, a little bit of a break, whatever that means. I'm sure Trina will stick around though. It's just gonna be Spencer that's going away.
Yeah.
Can't imagine they're gonna be like, "You're both gone. Just get
Nah,
out of
yeah.
here. You come back. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out when Nicholas is available again." Hallmark. Jeannie says that Hallmark tapes their movies in 2 weeks, so he's certainly back by now. It's been a long time.
Yeah.
Oh goodness.
They crank
Sandra
out their
says
movies like a soap opera.
Sandra says that Nicholas Chavez might get bored on set. It's possible. Also, at the same
Oh, I
time,
think he will be bored.
on General Hospital, he gets to channel this character that's like, like only 2% smarmy, 10%, 5%, 15% smarmy, but the rest of him is pretty like, I'm a good person and I'm just trying to do right. And I love my brother and I love and I love Trina and this girl annoys me, and he just gets to play somebody that's not Lyle Melendez. And
Mm-hmm.
so to have to do Menendez 15 times versus Spencer 15 times can be a very different experience for somebody.
Oh, I think it would be exhausting.
Evan Peters himself, who again was in Dahmer and such, said that one of the reasons why he had to take his leave from American Horror Story was the fact that he had been playing these crazy, murderous, psychopathic characters over and over and over and over and over again for so many seasons and so many seasons and so many seasons that it got to a point where his own interactions with people began to change in his personal life, where he found that there had been some bleed through when it comes to how quick it is to that he got angry. Some of the things that he would say to people were not what he felt were natural Evan Peters, and more residual from subjecting himself to playing these characters with these mindsets for so long.
Yeah.
So, it can have an impact on people.
He was good in that.
He really was good. Like John Patrick March, James Patrick March, or whatever from Hotel. What a good character. Yeah, Evan Peters. Sorry. Anyway, but Chavez was in a movie. They remind us he was in that movie with that orange.
With what?
With that orange. Do you remember him eating that orange, that tangerine, that whatever it
Oh,
was?
yeah. Yes. Yes. Yes.
Chandra says, I've heard that with actors who play dark roles. They have to take a break for their own mental health. So, I mean, Chavez is just getting started though. So, this is Evan Peters being like, listen, I did this for 10 years. This is a decade of my life. I need to take a break from this. This guy's just getting started.
Yeah.
So we'll see. But it was good to see. New York City was super fun. They spent the money. They had the unique backdrop. I don't even know if was it a green screen almost? It almost seemed halfway digital. I don't even know. Apparently there's some story to that backdrop that's special to Sprina fans. So, I don't know what that story is. I'm not connected enough to that community to have heard it, because a lot of it is vague. A lot of it they try to keep. I can't say they as in like 100% of them, so don't take it as that. But they want to. They seem to like to keep the things that's about their couple and their fandom within the fandom. It's not about sharing it with everybody who doesn't care.
Oh,
But
okay.
about being like, well, we know this story and it's super fun and it means something to us. And so I've seen people be like, oh, now that I know the story behind that backdrop, I appreciate what they did and blah, blah, blah. I just don't know what it was. I don't know what the story is. So, apparently, GH took their time and they were careful with it. And apparently people who like Sprina were very satisfied with what was put on their TV.
That's good.
But of course, what was going on at the same time as this?
What's that?
Same time they were getting it on in a bed in New York City. Elizabeth walked into Finn's shower and was just like,
I'm
going to leave you alone with that. Chandra said that she was satisfied, and if Chandra's satisfied, I'm satisfied. And if I'm satisfied, so is the world.
Well, I thought it was good. I think that some of the fans probably would have liked to have had a little more innuendo of something else going on, other than just love.
It's just
I don't know.
Whatever.
I think they would appreciated I don't know, just implying that they were actually doing something. I don't know.
I don't know, man. I don't know how graphic we need to get with it, right? It doesn't need to be. We can't have Anna and Valentin every week,
No.
Oh, goodness gracious. But yeah, so while that was going on, Elizabeth was just giving Finn the eyeballs, and Finn didn't know what to do with himself, and then they started making out, and then she left, and he was just like, why would you do this to me?
Yeah, I thought it was kind of sexy, though, her coming into his shower with her scrubs on.
Well, of course.
It was pretty sexy. I thought it was.
Yeah.
And it reminded me very much when they go back onto the 10th floor, and they both have wet hair, and Amy can't. Oh, she get all over that.
Right.
And it reminded me of a Night Shift.
Yeah. Well, they're doing the Doctors in Love with the Hospital with them pretty well.
The whole Robin. The whole Robin thing.
Robin and Patrick.
Robin and Patrick.
They couldn't avoid the showers. My God.
Yeah. And they were always in the coat closet a lot too.
No wonder they have babies.
Just reminded me of that.
Yeah, it should. It's very reminiscent. It just look at them, just continuing to bond, continuing to trust one another in deeper ways.
Well, I like this go around. This go around of Elizabeth and Finn is so much better.
Yeah. We'll see. We'll see where it goes. It's ripe to just throw Elizabeth's parents right back in the middle of it. So we'll see.
Elizabeth's parents need to get in a tragic accident and never be seen again.
No, Natasha Yar. Cherry ice cream is here. Cherry ice cream. Did you bring enough for everybody, Cherry?
Now, if they would have actually come up with the whole Liz's parents storyline during the strike, and you could actually say, the substitute writers had written out her parents, you could have an excuse for it.
No, total dud. Dead
that was a total dud storyline.
It's okay. It's all right. They let it go. They came to a very quick conclusion, and now we have actors who play the parents. We have them reunited with Elizabeth in some way. At least they've talked to each other now that it's been 25 years.
Mm-hmm.
And so, when they come up with something better, something good, something that is more tasty to a soap audience, then they can come back. They're not dead. And they picked good actors too. It's just the story it didn't hit, Like they got some, who did they get to play her dad? Some sort of freaking star, man.
I
I forget who it is.
I forget who it was too,
It's
but I
'cause-
didn't really recognize
well, I'm
him.
too
So
blinded by Tasha Yar. Denise Crosby. I'll always
yeah, I
remember
know.
her as Elizabeth's mom.
Of course.
Medora wanted Esme to be Jeff Weber's kid. Oh, interesting. Interesting, Medora.
It's made to be Jeff Weber's kid.
He was on Falcon's Crest. Okay, I mean, he was somebody that people know. Anyway, I enjoyed him.
Okay.
I like Denise Crosby better though. Chandra thinks that her parents can stay gone though.
Yeah, I think they can stay gone.
Oh well. Oh well. Oh, good.
I watched some old scenes of Elizabeth recently.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. We're preparing to do that late night tonight about Elizabeth.
Someday, huh?
It'll probably be this week. We'll see. Work's been tired. I got a break at work because we had enough people to do the job, and now we don't have enough people to do the job anymore, and so now I'm tired again.
Yeah. I just need to hire somebody.
Jeez. It was nice. It was nice though.
Mm-hmm.
It was nice to have that break where I wasn't tired.
Yeah.
So we'll see how long it lasts.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see. You know who else is tired, Mom? I'll tell you
Who's
who else
that?
is tired. Charlotte's tired. Charlotte's tired of Anna.
Yeah, she is. Yeah, Charlotte don't like Anna
At all.
at all.
Now, Victor has not helped this.
No. And what they had Victor's voice this week.
Clearly, they did not get Charles Shaughnessy for this voiceover. And clearly, they didn't call me.
I know you could have done that.
Don't trust Anna.
Yeah.
She's not what you think. I'm Victor Cassadine. Don't trust Anna.
And then he gave her those cards, and they're going to come in handy.
Well, of course, these are going to come in handy as you use them to collect your army.
Mm-hmm.
Here's a list of people who can be controlled by these: Drew Kane, Jake Weber,
Weber.
Lisa Lobrecht. She just doesn't know.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, my son Valentin. Use it to control his mind and get rid of it once and for all.
Andrew.
Yes, Andrew.
And Jason, actually.
Oh my gosh, now that he's probably locked away in some sort of Crete dungeon being brainwashed. What you're going to do, Charlotte, is you're going to reintroduce Jason Morgan to the mix. Just do it. Just hire me, and I can just be the voice of Victor in Charlotte's head. Now is the time, Charlotte. Pull the trigger. It'll lever.
Oh, I think Mason's going to do something to Ava.
Hey, Basilini. He's going to try.
Yeah.
He's going to try, but he's probably going to get a statue to the head.
I don't know. Maybe.
He was just reminiscing about it.
Well, that Mason, he's gonna try to do something, or he's gonna do something. Maybe somehow he'll overpower her and he'll kidnap her or something.
Oh goodness! Get dragged over to.
Or maybe Nicholas is gonna walk in and save her.
Oh, wouldn't that be something? I mean, that would be a way to start moving forward in a positive direction with Nicholas. Good, wouldn't it? If you were to show up at Windermere at the last moment, save Ava, and be like, I saved you. Oh, that was the other actor.
Yep.
I understand why you did what you did, Ava. I forgive you.
Yeah.
But I gotta go into hiding. Don't tell anybody I was here. Charlotte's always been evil, says Chandra. Remember when she was trying to bully Aiden? Charlotte's
Yeah.
always been pretty evil. She wasn't a good kid, and she put a snake in Ava's bag, and she bullied Aiden, and she just is now manipulating Jake.
Yep.
With promises of kisses.
Well, maybe she really likes him.
I don't know. Jake, I guess, likes her.
Yeah.
Is this about Charlotte?
Mm-hmm. He does. He likes his Charlotte.
He
Oh,
does.
I'm excited for the storyline. I think it's going to be good.
Just troubled youth.
I think it's going to be good, and I think it's going to be one of those wacky Cassadine kind of things, mind control kind of things.
Who doesn't love a wacky Cassadine story?
I love a wacky Cassadine story, especially if you can revive that old Helena for a second,
Watch the second half of that tape, Charlotte. It has valuable information that they just ignored. I squirreled it away out of the haunted star before blowing it up. Oh, goodness. Do you think Mason is delivering Ava to Nicholas? No, I don't think Mason is delivering Ava to Nicholas, because it was Cyrus that's like, you idiot. Of course Ava set all this up, you moron. God, you're stupid. Go deal with it. I mean, that's pretty much how it went.
Uh-huh.
And I like how we've gotten to the point, too, where now we're introducing Mason in the scene just through the sucker alone.
Yeah.
Like, it's just there, and he just pulls it off, and it's like, okay, buddy. Okay, I said on Twitter that we need to introduce the character that everybody's been waiting for on General Hospital, and that's Mason's dentist.
Yes.
Because I think that we're in desperate need of a mob dentist that is keeping the teeth in Mason's head, and I can think of nobody better than Christopher Knight, Peter Brady himself, to play this dentist. What do you think?
Why not?
Why not? Let's do it.
Yeah.
So Christopher Knight up to nothing. Endorsing things. Hi, I'm Peter Brady. Back in the 60s when I was on this show. 70s? 60s? God, when was that show on?
70s.
70s?
I believe the Brady Bunch started in 71 or 72.
Back in 1971 or 72 when I was 12 years old.
Mm-hmm.
Sherwood Schwartz gave me a job. Oh, goodness gracious. Oh, goodness. Charlotte is a mini Helena. I don't know if she's that bad yet, Chandra, but she's well on her way.
She is well on her way.
She's well on her way. She's well on her way.
Yes.
I love this bouncing between Charlotte and Ava, and Charlotte.
I wonder, and she's going to be out of control, manipulated and out of control and all that stuff. And then her sweet mother's going to wake up and set her straight.
Or will she? Or will Charlotte just get really good at hiding her terrible and devious choices? Mm-hmm.
Oh, and I like it too, because we've never had another really bad female Cassadine before, other than Helena.
Nope. Nope. Charlotte's just gonna grow up wrong. Valentin's gonna be so hurt. What have I done? What have I done?
He's gonna blame himself, as he should.
Well, I mean, he's already covering her tracks though too. So, and then trying to buy her off with a house. What if Hannah lived here? Is that what you want, Papa? Is that what you want? Is that what you really want? You really want Anna to live here? I mean, if that's okay with you, then it's okay with me. But that's what you really want, though. You want Anna to live here. What about Mom? Mom's gonna wake up at some point. She can move in. Oh. Duh. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be you, and it's gonna be Dante, and it's gonna be Sam, and it's gonna be Rocco, and it's gonna be Scout, and it's gonna be Mom, and it's gonna be everybody that I love, and nobody's going to leave, because that's what Jake is worried about, and I'm worried about it too.
No, Lulu's gonna wake up. She's gonna go live with Maxie for a little while.
You moved into my house. Of course I'm gonna live here. She thinks she's helping her beloved Papa. It's true. It's true. She should not have trusted that letter from Victor Cassadine.
I set it all in motion.
I sure did. Worst thing that happened was Victor died. If it wasn't for that, none of this would be going on. It's just the terrible ramifications, the ripple effect through Port Charles that affect everybody that we love.
Mm-hmm.
My gosh. And then, I don't know, Jake, poor Jake. They're giving this kid a chance. They're giving Hudson West a chance.
Mm-hmm.
They're handing him romance. They're handing him banter. They're handing him emotion about Drew. They're handing him worry about the future and why I feel this way and such. They're really giving this kid an opportunity to really continue to stake his claim on the role.
Yep.
I don't know. What do you think? I think that he still looks like a 16-year-old kid acting, but he's a 16-year-old kid acting. What else would you expect?
Yeah. Well, with time, we'll see some growth in him. I think, like, for instance,
All
of
of the
course,
other
she was
kids?
yes, she was way, way younger at the time. But Ian McCoy was not a great actress when she first showed up on that show.
No,
She wasn't.
no. She got there though.
She got there, and she's 100% better than she was.
A lot of
100%.
improvement. A lot of
A lot
improvement.
of improvement.
Growth as an
Growth. Yeah.
actor. You know,
Yeah.
not to diminish her child skills, but a lot of growth,
Yeah.
a lot of maturity, and that comes with life and experience and playing the stories and actually having experience in your real life too to pull from.
Absolutely.
You know,
Absolutely. And just being a little sponge too, and really, like,
yeah, talking, learning,
yeah.
having lunch with Maurice Bernard, whatever it is that you need to do to hone your
I,
craft.
I I'm gonna understand that's something he does. He likes to take people out to lunch.
That's what he was saying.
Reese does.
Apparently he's got a lunch friend, and then he'll swap him out.
Yep.
And we'll talk about the acting. One of Maurice's favorite things to talk about is acting, the art of acting. Capture the
Yes.
moment and make the most of it.
Yes.
And the other thing that he loves talking about is mental health.
Yes.
Yeah.
He does.
Whatever. Chat likes Hudson West, so apparently he's doing a good enough job for the chat to like him. So, Jake going forward, Hudson West, no changes coming soon.
No. No, we're not gonna change out. We're not gonna change out Jake like we do Molly, huh?
No. Well, I mean, you want what, 3 or 4 Jakes before the year's over?
Yeah, right. This is Molly number 4. If you count Haley, this is Molly number 4 in 6 months. Right?
Yeah, pretty much, right? It has to. Yeah, it has to have been like 6 months. Yeah, so it's a lot of Molly's.
A lot of Molly's.
Haley's poor choice eliminated her from the role. She's come on, Dad's done and over
Mhm.
forever.
Yeah, it is.
She not coming back. Into the temporary cast holiday.
Yes.
Kriegel, Holiday Kriegel, I think her name was. Into the previous Molly, which I do not remember the name of, unfortunately. The one that just left.
Yeah.
Which miscast, I'll say.
Yeah.
I won't say mistake. I won't say wrong. I won't say horrible. I won't say what a terrible choice and this person needs to go live in a shack somewhere and never be seen by public again. Like, we're not that extreme.
Well, maybe Molly number 4 is gonna have what it takes to stick around. I really think that she should make sure that she's got a little bit of, like, she can't have a high voice. Okay, she cannot sound in the least bit whiny,
Right.
and she cannot have a high shrill voice. And she's gonna have she needs to be a little tougher.
Okay. Yeah, I hear that.
Or grown, just appear,
Yeah,
I don't know.
I hear that.
Yeah.
We got a lot of one note, one direction from this Molly that had just left us. Very, very always kind of at the peak of just when it came to dealing with Christina and things and life in general, and it just wasn't there. It just wasn't working.
I think they, like, for instance, okay, all the other Mollys, they didn't look like Haley, but they reminded me of Haley to a certain degree in the portrayal of Molly.
Yeah.
They reminded me of Haley. Now, Kate does not remind me of Lexi at all.
No, but she's perfectly embodied this new version of Christina, or this.
Yes. So, but my point is, I think they need to do something like that with Molly. Molly needs to seem different. I mean, of course, still the same character,
right?
But
different than her sisters.
Yes.
Yeah. Kelly says I give our recast a chance, and we give our recast a chance too. You know, this podcast was one of the ones that were like, come on, guys, stop being so mean. It's ridiculous. Who cares how old she is in real life? This is how old the character is. You know.
Yeah.
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 And plus, you know, those actors, they're just going to work, and then they have to like see all that stuff, and that's not their fault. They went on an audition, and somebody said, "Oh yeah, you're good for this. Come work." Was she supposed to pick up the information about Molly, watch the scenes, and go, you know what? I don't think I'm right for this. You know.
Well, she wasn't there very long, really.
And that just goes to show that they are not lying on those podcasts and those Q&As when they're like, I was hired for 10 days. You know, I mean, we got a little more than 10 days out of this particular Molly, but let's just get Molly pregnant. Let's forget about this crappy story. I'm with it too. Let's just have the surrogate have a great, gentle path toward having a baby, and everybody's happy. You know, we can just pretend like there's no drama in this particular story any longer.
Well, they can't just drop it.
No, they don't have to drop it, but 9 months from now, the surrogate shows up with a baby.
Oh, okay. Like a behind the scene, like untold story.
Finally, oh, TJ, we're so happy. The baby's been given to us. And then they can have drama between Christina and the family in other means. Like, you didn't tell me. You're talking through Mom. You're not interested in even being in the same room as me. You didn't invite me to sushi dinner again. I call and you don't respond to my messages. It's like you don't believe I am your sister any longer. Well, you're not my sister. And they could just take a script from All My Children where Adam and Stuart are talking to each other, where Stuart's like, you're not my brother anymore. You know, and just do that. Just rehash that. Why not? Why not? The drama could come later when Molly does bond with the baby, since she is the donor, since she had a donor egg. When Molly doesn't bond with the baby. I got the baby, but it's just yours, TJ. It's just yours. I'm good. I don't like this kid. Is there another one that maybe you can have and bring to the house that I might like more? I don't like this one's temperament. This one cries too much.
Yeah.
For me. I'm trying to do work, TJ. TJ, I am studying a case and this baby will not shut up. I need you to get me a different one. That's not how that works. Babe. Yeah.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to expect from that anymore, because I thought that we had a direction, but the direction wasn't good. And then, you know, there was all that stutter stop too when it came to like TJ and Willow. But I guess we can blame the strike. I don't know. Everybody's back to work now, though. Speaking of that.
I know. Isn't that great?
Strike is over, everybody. It's done skis and everybody's back to work.
Except for, but now they can start writing things, but there's no one to actually play them currently.
Well, you know, I'm talking specifically here, General Hospital, soap world. Those writers are back to work. I think as of last Wednesday, they were back in meetings, figuring out what's going on in the show and seeing what we're going to do from here.
That's great.
So, yeah. So it's interesting, because I was thinking about it. I was reflecting on the last several months of stories that we've had here on General Hospital. And I was thinking, how much has changed for these characters without the original writers? And I am here to tell you folks, not much.
Not much.
Not much.
I think probably the story that's moved kind of the most is Nina. Nina's stuff has moved on a little bit. And Ned,
Not even them. I would say that the one that's moved on the most is the Sasha, Cody, Gladys drugging stuff.
yeah,
Everything else, like, so Eddie has been Eddie pretty much the entire time.
yeah,
No, see, nobody knows that Nina did the SEC. Nina and
uh-uh,
Sonny are not married yet.
nope,
Drew has been in jail this whole time.
yep.
Goodness gracious. I mean, Sprina slept together finally, so there's that. Jex has had pretty much nothing. We don't know who Pikeman is. We had the Cyrus revelation, so that's one thing, but that's only one thing.
Cyrus is a bad guy, hun.
I know, it's whatever. It's okay.
He's a
He
bad
doesn't have to be good. It was just a fun thought experiment.
Mm-hmm.
Goodness gracious. But pretty much everybody's still essentially in the same spots that they were before the
Mm-hmm.
strike.
Mm-hmm.
The major difference is strike time writing, strike time creative, strike time people who are running the script writing process of the show. Give us more variety of the little story beats that we were dealing with. And it, very, very, very different between the conversations that Marshall and Curtis had when Marshall first came to town
Mm-hmm.
versus the variety of different things that were happening within these stories over the last couple of months. Like Anna's stuff with the it was all build up with the shooting, which probably isn't connected to Charlotte. It's something else in it. If it is connected to Charlotte, holy crap, how fun! Um,
I don't think
into
it's going to be connected to Charlotte. I do think she burned down the house.
oh yeah, into you're a murderer, into burning the house, into this, that, the other thing, like this progression of stuff that happened. All little story beats within the same thing. Somebody's torturing Anna. You know, we find out
Mm-hmm.
now that it's Charlotte, but strike time, man. Nothing. Like things happened, but nothing moved.
Mm-hmm. It's
Yeah,
true.
Drew totally got attacked in prison. That's true, but that's just
Yeah.
something that happened in the greater
It,
story of this SEC thing. It's just
mm-hmm.
another smaller story beat in the overarching plot, and this overarching plot hasn't changed.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep. Cheryl, you did not miss an episode of Bobby's death because they have not killed off the character of Bobby.
No, they have not. And I think that's the first thing that the writers need to do. First thing they need to sit down and talk about is get together a Bobby Zeman episode for sure.
Yeah. So they totally purposefully did not write it until everything was resolved and we had the regular writers come back.
Yep.
There's a what else were they waiting for? There was another thing that they were waiting to do. I don't recall. But there were a number of things that they were just kind of like, we'll do this when.
Mm-hmm. And
Um,
I don't think they thought the writer's strike was going to last that long. I mean, the writer's strike, they may
I mean,
started in May.
yeah, for it to go longer than 3 months was just wildly unprecedented.
Yeah.
Wildly.
Almost 5 months.
Yeah. I
Just
mean,
within a few days.
well, it was really sinking in when we went to the convention.
Yeah, when we went to the convention, the strike had already been going on for 6 to 8 weeks.
Yeah. Yep. And they had just run out of outline. So, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I
Yeah.
think the
Well, I'm glad it's over, and and hopefully the actors one gets wrapped up this week.
I hope so too. Jeannie thinks that the Sergei storyline, she's either going to get miscarried or she'll be pregnant by her husband. Now that'll be interesting. She'll have the baby, and the baby isn't mixed race.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, well, this shoot. Oh boy.
You would think that a surrogate wouldn't be having,
You would think in the real world.
Yeah.
But this is the place where Maxie like miscarried and then immediately got pregnant like that same day.
You're right. You're right. She did. She really did. She miscarried. She got pregnant the same day. No.
Your body doesn't need time to recover from a traumatic loss like that or anything.
No.
It's not like your body wasn't designed to bring this life into the world and now is biologically disappointed. But hey, soap world. Soap world, soap world, soap world.
Hmm.
Only in soap world can you go back to work with such luxurious hair after such a terrible time with stage 4 cancer. There's people that are still very upset over the depiction of Willow and her whole journey that she had this year and where she's ended up and how she looks. Because it's
Oh
like nothing happened.
no, she
And
looks like her normal self again.
and it's too far off from normal reality for it to be accepted by people who are talking about it. At least I can't say a lot of people. I can't say the majority of people because I don't know what the majority of people think.
Hmm.
But those who are willing to talk about it sure do. Oh, thank you so much, Rochelle. I appreciate your donation. So she's looking good, and then seeing Harmony. So I don't know. Is this are we waking up some sort of psychic nature
It
deep
seems like
within
it, huh?
Willow? Is she
Because
and Olivia going to be like, we're both ESP sisters?
I did not understand the whole Harmony thing. I didn't get it.
Is she a evil demon visiting from the other side?
It seemed like she was trying to warn her.
So, folks, what do you think? What do you think this warning is? Let us know. Are you master lip readers? What is it that Harmony said? What is she warning Willow about? Who is she warning Willow about? What? Warning.
And I was trying to read her lips, and it seemed like she said dead. It seemed like she said dad.
Dead, dad. What about her dad? Her dad's Silas. Her dad's dead.
Yeah, I don't know.
Unless it's not Silas.
But I tell you what it did. What I did notice that her name was Inga, right?
Inga Cadronel?
Yeah. She's so beautiful. My gosh, she's beautiful.
She really is, though.
She is so pretty.
She's super pretty. She's too pretty.
She's super pretty.
I don't like it.
And just having her, and that's what struck me first when I didn't anticipate seeing that character, of course. When she first showed up, that's the first thing I thought, oh, look, there's beautiful Harmony. So pretty.
So pretty in hell. Like, she's got to be in hell, right? There's no way this woman went to heaven. They sure seem like it, though. Willow's all like, oh, my real mom, she was so wonderful. And I don't really understand this point of view on Harmony.
No. But it does seem like it's going to be some kind of a
psychic,
I don't know, supernatural thing.
Psychic ESP ghost thing.
Yeah.
I thought she said, don't trust. Don't trust who? Don't trust Dad. Don't trust your dad. Don't trust Michael. Don't trust Nina. Nina sent Drew to the SEC. I don't know.
Something.
I don't know. I'm hoping that it's connected to something bigger. We're starting something new, something fun, and not currently just tied into whatever's going on right now in the Corinthos world. Because Michael desperately needs something new too, because he's still stomping around the house complaining about Nina.
Yeah, he is.
Still.
Yes. Yeah, Michael not doing a whole lot.
No.
But you know what? He probably, I would think, Chad would probably think, yeah, that's cool for me to be home a little bit more because, his baby's brand new.
Yeah.
His son was only like a month old. And I saw another person just had a baby too, but Brandon Barash, our old Johnny Sakara, is over there on days. Is Stefan. He had a child born like 2 weeks ago. So now Kristen Storm's daughter, she used to be married to Brandon Barash, and they have a child. She a big sister.
Well, congratulations to that growing family. That's super nice to hear.
Yeah.
It is. Rochelle says that Harmony said, don't trust Nina. And Daisy herself is convinced that it's about Nina, but I think Daisy thinks everything's about Nina.
Well, it could be. She was trying to warn her about something.
Definitely. And
I actually backed it up and watched it twice, trying to figure out what she was saying.
You should have asked Grandma Lou. Grandma Lou can be master lip reader by now.
Guess I could have put the captions on, huh?
Well, if they captioned it, if it was just a whisper and meant to not be heard, then they wouldn't have captioned it.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
they only caption what you're meant to hear.
I see.
Right. But that helps because, I don't hear well. And so having somebody tell me what I'm supposed to hear is very helpful. Especially when it comes to like, a slamming door, like whispering, like lost to whispering, if they had
Mhm.
something to say, the caption would be like, you're in danger here, run. And we're like, ooh, I know exactly what they said.
Mhm.
But if it wasn't something, it was just like ominous whispering, you know?
Mhm.
Anyway. Anyway, Ingrid Catronell played Harmony. It is true. It is about Nina. Nina spilled the beans to Sunny about Sasha. Yeah, that Sasha thing's wrapping up.
Yeah, that Sasha thing is wrapping up, and the Gladys thing is wrapping up. Oh
Mm-hmm.
my gosh. And Gladys, man, she did exactly what I thought she would
Well, of
do.
course she did.
I thought she was I thought she's going to do one or two things. She's going to run and take off, or she's going to call and turn her in. And she called and turned her in.
That's exactly what happened.
And she knew that she gets caught and gets turned and is taken back, that more than likely the doctor's going to get to her, and she knows the doctor's was intending to kill her.
She definitely crossed a line I didn't think Gladys was going to cross.
Yeah.
So she might have to die now.
She might have to die now. And Sonny's going to be after her.
Because, there's a difference between being in over your head. Because if she was in over her head, then this was the opportunity to be like, okay, go deal with it, and then she has to go run away. But since she doubled down...
Yeah, she did.
It's no good. It is no good. It is no good.
And she's like, well, I couldn't tell I couldn't go to Sonny. He would have killed me. Well, I thought, well, this is the exact reason why you need to go to him right now, because he's going to find out about this.
Yes. Oh man, Gladys. See, once the actor strike is over, we gotta try to get Bonnie Burrows on the show, because I gotta find out just what went through this actress's head during all of this. Did she ever expect this to be the direction Gladys went in? What was it like? What did she hear when she first started? And she was just supposed to be this annoying family member that's just in the way. Into this,
Right. Yeah.
So Harmony says you can't, Willow. I'm warning you, you can't trust.
Oh.
Maybe she's got the brain cancer now. I hope not.
It'll be good it'll be good. And now that Nina and Sonny are supposed to just elope or whatever,
just go to the island and get married.
I don't see that happening. I really don't. But I do.
They could still go elope, but it just can't be right now.
Right. Yeah.
I don't know. I'm with it. I think they should elope. Why not?
I think that Sonny is probably going to forgive her, and I think nobody else is going to.
Gladys?
No.
Oh, Nina.
Nina.
Well, yeah. Well, I hope that the blowout is more than just, now we don't trust you again. Mm-hmm. I would like it to be something different. I don't know what it would be, but I would like it to be something different.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I'll come up with it. This is why we need a writer's room.
And she's good. And well, Nina's going to be very, very heartbroken, because she's really made some good strides with her daughter.
She has. She's
made some good strides with her daughter.
The toilet.
Yeah, and it's going to be
just in time for Nell to come back to life.
Well, that'd be okay.
I'd be totally okay with it. You know what, Kelly? You're right. Somebody does need to buy me a coffee. And you can do so on buymeacoffee.com/10th floor. It's super easy. Barely an inconvenience, as that other YouTube channel says. Oh, goodness gracious. What else is there to talk about? Yes.
Matt.
Yeah.
I loved Ned Ed, Nettie Eddie
Nettie.
at the Savoy. I loved him. Oh my gosh. He reminded me, that song he did,
Uh-huh.
that was Huey Lewis and the News.
It's
That's
the
totally who
power
it
of
reminded me of.
love. Dun, dun, dun.
So, didn't it remind, it did, it really
Oh
reminded
yeah,
me of something that Huey Lewis
when
would
you
have done.
text me Huey Lewis, and then I went and watched the episode, I totally saw what you were talking about. Totally,
Yes. So good.
totally,
So
super fun,
good.
super fun. But you know, Ma, we can't leave the Sasha Gladys Cody story
Okay.
without complimenting the fun little operation that they're up to. And clearly, this is them trying to get Montague over Sasha with a pill bottle, with a needle or something for somebody to burst right in.
Well, I hope so. I hope so.
Absolutely.
And Sasha doesn't seem to be in on it either.
No, she's totally in on
being
it.
tormented some more.
She's in on it. She's just acting this time.
You think so?
Yes. Yes. She's got a plate up. She's in on it. This was the plan. Well, this is the second half of the plan.
Truth. I hope that's true.
They went, okay, well, we're gonna give Gladys the opportunity, and we really hope that she makes the right choice. But if she doesn't, she's probably gonna call the cops. I'm probably gonna have to be taken back there, and this is what we need to do.
Mm-hmm.
And it was all Sasha's idea.
Probably.
She's gonna pop up and grab the hypodermic needle and jam it in Montague's eyeball.
Well, I'm all for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, him in the eyeball with his own syringe, and then we can stick Mason's lollipop up his nose.
Like, it's super easy. The special effect is super easy. Look at that. Look at that.
Yep. And then they need to have somebody like open palm yeah.
Oh goodness.
And push the plunger and have it inject right into his eyeball. That's something you see on that Chucky show, huh?
It certainly is something I've already seen on the Chucky show.
I haven't watched Chucky.
Definitely got a hospital murder on that show. Oh my gosh. Oh, anyway, so yeah, so that's what I think. I think that they're setting it all up for the big victory.
Yeah.
You know, because Dante left that room pretty quick and easy. You know,
Sasha, she needs to win so bad.
And she will have one.
She needs to be victorious so bad.
Have one. I appreciate very much how good of a cop Chase has been in this, where he's just like, this immediately is BS, you guys. What the hell's going on? You need to tell me what's going on. Like, he didn't believe it for longer than 5 minutes.
Nope.
You know, as soon as Gladys got out of here, because
they should have brought Chase in on that from the get-go. Dante should have known better. Chase is going to see through this. He's going to know something's up.
Well, historically, Chase is not proven to be the most astute cop. So maybe they thought they'd be able to get it past him.
That's true of anybody on that force, really.
It's true. It's true.
Yeah.
Was Sam there? Was she MIA for the rest? She was there. She was at the cop place at least after she was done talking to Gladys Corbin about her bank accounts.
Mm-hmm.
I've been subpoenaed. But yeah, she was involved. She was involved. So, you know, they'll make it happen. She'll pop out. She'll be an orderly with a mask on or something and be like, "I got you, bitch." Jump on Montague's back. I don't know.
Yeah, well, Montague's going to get out. I think Montague will indeed die.
Oh yeah, he's not living. He is not living. Kelly's doing a Zoom with Chase and BLQ on November 12th because Kelly loves to do the Zooms.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, that's good to see.
Awesome.
It's good to see. Chase is a good character. He's good when they're using him, when they're doing stuff with him. You know, I wasn't a fan of the singing.
I wasn't a fan of the singing either.
We know that. We talked about that.
No. I remember the one episode where they used all this time to have them change into outfits.
Yeah, they had the Walking on Sunshine montage.
Yeah, it was so lame.
Anytime you do a clothes montage, it always has to be the song "I'm Walking on Sunshine." I'm walking on sunshine. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Ooh.
And don't it feel good? Dun, dun.
Yeah, it was not good. It was like, wow, General Hospital, you could have used all these minutes for something entertaining.
Well, what they did was they used all those minutes to put Wally Kurth in leather pants and went, you know what we need to do? We need to do an Eddie story.
And I, I, I thought it at the very beginning that the Eddie story was going to be too goofy, but I loved it actually.
It's really
I
actually
loved it.
very heartwarming, isn't it?
Yes, it's
I
so.
loved seeing him up there singing his song, okay? And what I really enjoyed about it was this. Tracy.
I know.
Because you can see Jane Elliott, the most talented daytime actress that you can have on your show. My God. Just her ability to show in the most subtlest of expressions. You know how Maurice Bernard is like, acting, man. You know, acting. He's getting into the core of the character. You know how he does his thing, right? Jane Elliott doesn't need to go, oh, acting. She just does it.
She does. She does. And her expressions there, of course, she was trying to be kind of like, she didn't really want any attention. She was kind of hiding in there.
Yeah.
Kind of hiding. But you could see from her expressions that she went from, oh, this is so stupid. Why doesn't Ned wake up? This is so stupid, to being entertained. And then you see a change of heart in her.
And that's exactly it. A wordless change of heart, or at least a softening of it, at least.
Yes.
You could tell that she can see how much fun Eddie is having compared. I tweeted this. How much fun Eddie is having on stage compared to how much fun Ned was having in a boardroom.
Right. Right. Yeah. And I think she really seemed to recognize his talent.
Mm-hmm.
I recognize it as a gift.
Mm-hmm.
And there at the very end, when you could see like a pride.
Yeah.
In that smile
and
too.
Played all of that in just a look, an expression, a smile. You can see the entire journey that this character went on.
Yes.
Chandra says brilliantly.
Yes.
She was trying to be like Edward, but the Lila in her came out.
Yeah. And you know what? It's easy to forget that Lila is indeed Tracy Quartermain's mother.
It so is. It is really easy to forget that. It's
yes,
so,
it is.
so easy.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness gracious. Adam Huss is having a Facebook Live with Avery Pohl in December. Tells me he is the new Nicholas. You're right, Christine. He's totally the new Nicholas. He's been on 2 episodes and in flashbacks. Adam Huss is back, folks. I don't know how often we'll see him, but anytime you see Nicholas, expect to see Adam Huss's face. You're not going to have one of those, the role of Nicholas Cassadine is now being played by, because it's being played by Adam Huss.
Yes.
Good work, GH, on keeping the Molly recast a secret, by the way. Like, nobody saw that coming, and that was the best thing to do. Is to not tell anybody, because they would have ripped that poor girl apart. Not the new one, the old one.
Yeah. Yeah, they would have, and they were ripping her enough already.
If they said, okay, we recast it, they would have been like, oh, yes, and retweeted and threw parties, and this person would have been destroyed. Lila is what keeps the Quartermains from being Cassadines. That's a good note, Stephanie. That's a good note.
Yeah.
That's a good note. Let's see. Finn's warming up with Jake. I mean, that's fine. We talked about that. Giles has been cast. Ava's been dealing with her butler in person a little more often recently.
Isn't it funny that we just mentioned that there used to be a butler? There is Alfred. Yeah. And then this week they show a butler.
Yeah. No, they're showing a butler. No power, but he makes a great dry martini.
And she hates that island. Ava can't stand that place.
She wants to sell it. She's like, I took it from Nicholas, but now I don't really like it. I don't really want it. Yeah, it's a microclimate. She hates it. There's no power. She's just going to drink. She doesn't even want to have dinner. Oh.
Do we have vodka and olives?
Mason shows up, bothers her. It's just no good. Yeah. I want to live with Nina again in the city. This is no fun. This is what I heard.
Okay.
Adam Huss had wrapped for now. We need to understand what wrapped means. Wrapped means I'm done filming, not I'm fired.
Yeah.
So they're done with his stint. They're done with this thing. I think Ken Schreiner doesn't help when it comes to how he says he's done filming what they have planned for him at this moment in time.
Hmm.
Because it's always like, I'm done. That's it.
Right.
No more Scotty. But what he means
Right.
is, I am done filming and I have no future dates at this moment in time.
Right.
And that's what Adam Huss
Right.
has. He's filming, he has no future dates at this moment in time, but that could change any moment of any single day. Where they're like,
Hmm.
hey, we wrote a Nicholas scene. We need you to come in and do this thing with the bank teller, giving more paper trail for Laura to follow. We need you to come in and stand behind a curtain and look at Ava and Windermere. Be all shady. Like any number of different things.
Yep.
You know, when Jeannie Francis goes on vacation, she has wrapped.
Yes.
And she'll be back. So,
And she came back this week.
yeah. Fans were thinking that Ken Schreiner was fired permanently, says Krista. That's exactly what I was talking about. You know, there's some ways of phrasing things or some ways of understanding things that make it seem worse than it really is.
Oh, Ken does that for a purpose.
Oh, yeah, he just wants the attention for people to go, oh, Ken, you know what Ken wants? You know what Ken Schreiner wants you to do? And please do this. And he will love it. I can't say he'll do something for you. I can't say he'll write back or anything, but send that man a letter to the studio.
Yes, he misses that.
Handwritten letter to the studio. Not a tweet, not an email, a handwritten fan letter.
Yeah.
That's what he misses so much.
I actually heard him say that he misses that.
He misses it so much.
Yeah.
Just going in and have the piles of mail and going through that and reading everybody's reactions to what's going on. It was one of my favorite things of doing daytime.
Yeah. Maybe I'll write Ken a letter.
Yeah, why not? Why not? He'd probably appreciate it. I bet he'd do our podcast too again if, you know, I just need to write stuff down and be a better interviewer, that's all. Yeah, subscribe, all that stuff. Thanks, Chandra. You really handled that stuff for me. I hope Adam's Nicholas. He's good. He's good. Let's see. Blaze is getting managed by BLQ, but we saw that coming.
Oh, yeah.
Blaze is being folded into the cast here as a love interest for Christina.
Yes.
That's
very
fun.
much.
That's fun. I'm like, you know, I like how Christina's getting all kinds of stuff.
I do too.
Lexi Ainsworth did an interview with Soap Opera News recently. So you can read the synopsis of that on soapoperanews.net. And they talked a little bit about Christina.
Uh-huh.
And she said, Kate Mancy's got it. She's fine. She's going to take it and go whatever directions they need with that show. She's going to bring it. She's going to be great. She's going to love it. I know Kate. She's fine. I like her. Love her. What am I up to? I'm traveling. I produced the movie. And I got friends on Young and the Restless if I still want to be on daytime, okay? So we'll see what the future is for that.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, yeah, you know, but she didn't get to play this stuff. Kate Mancy does, and she's doing a really good job with it, though. Like, I really do gotta say, she's such a grown, mature adult now, you know, and like Lexi Ainsworth was the teenage Christina.
Yes.
The college Christina.
Yes.
But when it comes to adult, 30, mature, dealing with a foundation and stuff, Kate Mancy's really where it's at when it comes to being able to portray that character.
Yeah. She seems so much more grown up.
Mm-hmm. Queen of the South made it. Yeah, so much more grown up. So much, but still chaos at the same time.
Yes, but still chaos.
It's just, what a talent, what a skill. Who knew? Who knew anybody could do that? Who knew? I didn't know that. I didn't know that. Eddie's great. Sprina's cool. They did it. Laura and Kevin are on. Just a reminder that these people are alive. You know, they got some paper trail. They're like, oh, Nicholas is alive. That's great. So now Spencer gets to come home from New York City without his future that he thought he had.
Right. Yeah. He went to New York thinking that, you know, he's the Cassadine.
Yeah. Yeah.
The owner of Cassadine Industries and anything else.
I spent my entire allowance for the next 2 months on this trip. I'm broke.
Right?
I didn't need to get first class tickets for a 45-minute plane ride from Port Charles to New York. What was I thinking? I could have done business class. Oh my goodness gracious. Sasha's an amazing actress. Yeah, she is. She is. We should have said earlier that Sasha is destined to win another Emmy.
Oh, she sure has earned it.
Mm.
She sure has earned it.
Yeah. So, Lauren Kevin's back. It's going to come back to nothing. Valentin, Charlotte. Charlotte's bad. Valentin is worried about it. Nina.
I'm feeling so guilty. He has a lot of remorse and guilt, Valentin does. He doesn't view himself as a good father.
No, he doesn't. And he hasn't for a little bit,
Yeah, he hasn't for a little bit.
Gosh. What a poor guy.
He should have come against Uncle Victor a little harder. Should have come against his dad harder when he had Charlotte locked away and no one could go visit her but Uncle Victor.
He just couldn't risk it. He couldn't risk it. He couldn't risk it.
I know it was his dad and stuff, but he should have killed his butt.
You're right. You're totally right. You're totally right. You're totally right. Nina and Sunny are gonna go elope. Drew's got beat up. He's probably gonna get out of jail. Cyrus and Mason are cool.
Yeah, and I don't really understand the warden that much. Now,
I don't know. It's like sort of underneath Cyrus's finger to a degree.
Yeah.
Like maybe he has something on her, or like he said something about getting her the warden job or something, and I could take her away just as easily.
Yes.
That sort of thing.
Yes.
That sort of thing. I don't know. I don't know what to make of it. Charlotte's insane. Oh, Wolfgang. You're right. All of that good stuff. All that good stuff. I'm really distracted right now because I need to use the restroom in a major way, and I just don't know how to do that right now.
Well, we could just we could be done.
Okay, we can just be done. That's totally fine. We don't need to figure out how to talk for another half hour when I have things to deal with right now. And you know what? I'm not editing that out for the audio podcast either. You guys get to know that I went through this as well. Christina's pretty but naive. Well, she's learning. She's picking it up. And once she has that foundation really running, she can learn some major life lessons very quick. She's gonna have to. She's gonna have to be there for people who need her. Do they know that Charlotte is behind the stalking yet? I think that they're pretty much put that together.
I think Valentin has put it together, but if he's trying to.
I mean, Valentin had a series of flashbacks, right? He had a series of flashbacks to like the murderer on the door and the fire and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, he's definitely put it all. This is Charlotte. What wasn't in there was the shooting. So clearly, I'd still say the shooting is not connected to Charlotte.
I don't think the shooting's connected to Charlotte either. Yeah. I think it's connected to Pikeman or something.
Yeah. So we'll see. Like Anna wasn't actually the target. It was really Sunny. Yeah. I'm with that. Whatever. We covered it all. We talked about the good stuff. We did. We talked about the good stuff. The only thing left for us to do is go on tangents and talk about laundry or whatever. You know how we do here on the 10th floor. We go put the linens in the wash.
Well, I do need to go do that, so let's go.
Wolfgang, I know that you came a little late, Wolfgang, but what the beauty and benefit of YouTube is once we're done here, you can go all the way back to the beginning of it and you catch everything that you missed, and it's as if we were still on for another hour.
Indeed.
Oh, hey Nathan, sorry you came in at the last moment. Usually we're still on for another 15 minutes, but not this time. All right, goodbye guys. Get on the elevator. Folks, get on the elevator. Have a great week. Enjoy General Hospital, the servings that they are giving us Monday through Friday. The love in the afternoon. The boning in the city. The boning in the hospital. The boning in the boathouse. The boning in the dorm room. The boning in Sunny's bed. The boning at Windermere. The boning in jail. Just the boning. Just the boning. So, folks, that's it. Get in the elevator, go back down to the first floor, get into your cars, turn your radios to previous episodes of the 10th floor, which you can find on all of your favorite podcasting platforms. And if you can't find it, you can reach out to us on Twitter at 10th floor GH, and I will point you in the right direction. While you're there, give us a follow on X, Twitter, whatever it is you want to call it. And join the conversation about Days of Our Lives, General Hospital, and whatever else I feel like talking about. In addition to the 10th Floor podcast live at 11 a.m., you can also join us for Days for Dummies at 9 a.m. Sundays as well to talk about days of our lives. While you're on the channel, like videos, subscribe to it. It helps us, helps you, all that good stuff. Leave a comment. Donate to the Super Chat. 15% of Super Chat is donated to attendanceworks.org, keeping kids in schools. Making sure that they show up to learn in the environment that is curated and best for them.
Absolutely.
Their local school setting. And if there's a medical emergency, then, you got people right there, like my brother. Good job, Steve.
Right? Right?
Yep.
That's incredible. That was incredible.
You can also go to buymeacoffee.com/10th floor if you want to donate that way. 15% of that is also going to be donated to attendanceworks.org. So super chats, buy me a coffee, any way that you give to the show, we're also going to give back to the community. That is it.
That is it.
Go spend some time with your families. I've been Matt.
I've been Kat.
And we'll catch you next time right here on the 10th floor.
Bye.